So there I was, wearing a cool hat. The fact that the stats on it were completely irrelevant to my class wasn't important. But what was important was the fact that I had found a helmet in general. This meant that I was finally starting to catch up to the level that my previous shaman had died at, 36. In reality, I was having way more fun with this new and improved character, so honestly I wasn't that bummed out about it. The best part was that I had finally started running dungeons with some homies. These guys were awesome, and I'd be lying if I said that they hadn't been helping me learn the intricacies of my class. Up to this point, we'd ran pretty much every dungeon at our disposal. What had once seemed unrealistically challenging had kind of become a trivial farm at this point. I mean, we were geared the fuck out. We'd farm our dungeon lockouts pretty much every night, and at this point I'm pretty sure these dudes were literally only playing when we'd be running instances. I continued leveling on my own. Selfish? Maybe. But there was still that part of me that longed to do content with my guild. OnlyFans. By this point, I'd pretty much written the entire thing off. I'd been watching the same weird bad acting drama clips that you guys had, and it'd been like over a month of that now. Naturally, the viewer counts of the bigger faces in the guild had started to drop. I mean, let's be real here, guys. No one wants to watch Prebis grinding for hours every day. So you're probably like, oh, herb vendor, what's one to do then? Well, because of lack of creativity, overall professionalism, and just straight up lack of morality, they dip down into the low end of YouTube/Twitch content that essentially just feeds off of fake internet drama to drive viewership. Really, I don't know if it's worse that streamers were behaving like this, or that people were actually consuming this kind of content in general. I get that everyone wants to grow their platform and have all the viewers and all the clout, but it's like all of a sudden the classic WoW streamer meta had become exaggerated conflict and crazy-ass moral flexibility. Somewhere sandwiched right in between all that was my guild. And again, don't get me wrong, a lot of the people I had met in it were really cool and seemed like genuinely good people. Shit, I mean, look at Zaryu. The dude is like a saint sent from heaven to walk the earth and be really weirdly good at mage. The fact of the matter was that I had kind of already gotten what I wanted out of the guild. I'd met and RP'd with Barney. I'd ran some dungeons with Zaryu, who we were just talking about. Actually, maybe it was just Wailing Caverns, I don't really remember. But the main upside of the whole situation was Weed Elf. He'd come into the guild with plans to have fun and just get down with some RP, but he'd quickly hit 60 and attended the first guild raid. He'd made friends, got the attention of bigger creators, and even started collaborating with them. As happy as I was to see my own content doing well, it felt even better to see a good friend finally get the recognition that he's been working really hard for. Speaking of work, my cool hat-wearing ass was ready to do some work back in the Hillsbrad foothills. That's right, round 8, baby. And I'd be lying if I said the frustration of the constant back and forth wasn't starting to get to me. At least I got to take it out on these docile turtles. I also got to kill some of these Yeti things. For some reason, I straight up cannot remember doing this quest on my other 2 shamans. I don't know why, but the memory is like barred itself from my hella smooth brain. Maybe it's because the quest is dangerous, or because it's in a cave. I don't know. This particular cave layout really isn't that bad, though. There's a few of these around. The most notable I can think of is the Naga Cave in Fairloss. You know, the one that rested XP as you grind like fucking 2 levels in on non-hardcore alliance. This Yeti version, however, is safer than one would think. Specifically if you utilize some patience and take it slow. The shitty thing is that the quest already has a low drop rate as it is, so expecting us as WoW players to exercise that much patience is kind of asking a lot. Someone else in my guild was doing the same quest on my lair, but I didn't want to risk the item dropping and it not being a shared loot table. I also just didn't want to group with Lewis Big D. I don't care how big your cock is, Lewis. We're already looking for Hukuyur's rod anyway. Luckily, I found said rod within like 20 minutes.
Ooh, there it is.
And set off for somewhere that would inevitably provide me with less dick joke material. You're welcome, I guess. I ended up back at the Azurlode Mine, the area where I had died on my first hardcore shaman. I was pleased to see a group outside of the entrance, but was not pleased once they informed me that they had just finished up. I decided to take to the mines on my own, in an attempt to solo things. But just like my last trek through these caverns, I ran into another individual.
Greetings.
Jeg vil uken for se meine ense formen mon.
Indeed.
He didn't even spawn his dudes! Easy as hell. Mostly because I had an extremely geared warrior helping me. It's not like he was out DPSing me or anything, though. No worries there. Either way, I was finally done with Hillsbrad. The next evening, I found myself heading to the Arathi Highlands. Ironically, this was the same day that Blizzard had brought back Plunderstorm. It was a tough choice deciding between possibly being killed by fat ogres or being killed by fat real guys in Plunderstorm. I don't actually hate Plunderstorm or anything. I'm ass at it. Which led me to the fat ogres. Now, I don't want some of you guys getting all butt hurt. I'm not body shaming the ogres. I respect a chunky boy. They're just doing their thing. They're cooking up dope in the crock pot here. They're on their hustle, but I'm also on mine. And that happens to be killing them for profit. An entire 30 silver profit. As I was slaughtering the ogres in question, my friends Garzul and Battlechant invited me to a group. You guys remember Battlechant, my European warrior buddy. And obviously, you already know Senior Garzul. I was pretty happy to be grouping up. The mob spread in Arathi is interesting to say the least. It's mostly an open plains area littered with mobs. And it's within those plains that Garzul caught up to me. For whatever reason, we'd kind of been memeing around and RPing as his character being Latino. So you keep that in mind with all this.
We have a full song for Oh, Jesus Christ! We have a full song for Garzul.
Anda el desierto cruje bajo su paso firme, Garzul el oscuro hechicero sin trotar, con su capa de sombras y mirada invencible, los misterios del fuego sabe desvelar. En las noches de luna él alza su voz, recita encantamientos, las estrellas tiemblan.
So yeah, if you can't tell, Garzul here is a pretty goated warlock. His moves and his natural musk make many denizens of Azeroth attracted to this fanciful orc. Together, Garzul and I tried to finish the Raptor Eye quest. I don't really remember the drop rate being low, but I mean, goddamn.
Damn it. El Raptors have no ojos. Lo siento, Garzul.
Mancha idiotas ciegos.
Ja.
And Ja we did. We ended up finishing the Raptor quest and moving on to the Northfold Manor area. You know that farm where you kill the stealthed rogue dudes? Normally, this is just another regular quest area / hub thing, but dueling with a buddy made it way more fun. After a short while, we'd finished up and made our way back to town. We weren't even that far, so I was kind of just auto-running and chilling out with my Twitch chat. I do this shit all the time, and it's not like I was all tabbed or anything. I could see everything going on in my peripheral, but that still didn't prepare me for what was about to happen.
I last live like 5 days ago. What the fuck, dude? Oh no, oh! Hey, I'm gonna be real upset. I'm gonna be real upset if I die because of this. Come on now. No. No. Jesus Christ.
Somehow I had gotten lucky, and really this was my first ever disconnect here on Hardcore. Something that I was definitely hoping to avoid from that point forward. I kind of felt nervous playing after that, so for some reason I just streamed Call of Duty the rest of the night.
Get out of the way.
The next evening I started off heading back to Hillsbrad. Yeah, I was joking when I said I was done here earlier. This place is eternal. What I had failed to remember was that both of the quests I was needing to do were kinda hard. One just involved some higher level lady, and the other one you kill these melee paladin looking guys that have some weird strong ass thorns buff.
You might find the tokens on any citizen of Dalaran, but I suggest hunting at the internment camp. It's safer than Dalaran itself. Great advice. Sound advice. I got a bad. I don't like that I have a bad feeling about this. This is to kill Warden Bellamore prior to attacking Keegan Darkmar. So we gotta be okay. We gotta be really careful. Oh. What? 36? She's level 36. Why does it want... Why does it want me to do this? Is she a caster? I know what I can do.
And indeed I did know what to do. Did I know if it was going to work or not? No. I still had a few slumber sands though, and the safest bet felt like pulling the undead dude by slumber sanding the kinda hot lady. I was going to make a joke about putting her to sleep, but I'm not going to go there. The plan felt pretty solid, though. It was time to execute the mission.
Come on, dude. We ain't got that long. Come on, brother. Do not run away. Do not go back up there. Fuck. Oof. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're still very upset. Dude, how... We wasted the slumber sand, bro. Shit.
Yeah, shit, you stupid ass past self me. God forbid I hung around the area and waited for someone, or, you know, maybe formulated a better plan. Or again, I'm just spitballing here, used totems. It could have gone a little differently, but that didn't change the fact that I needed to finish the damn quest. Oh yeah, and I got a cat at some point. I don't really want to talk about him too much in this series. Giving him any sort of a platform is going to go straight to his triangular head. As I was sitting there attempting to brainstorm a different strategy, I noticed another player working on the quest as well.
He's fighting somewhere in there. Oh, he's going. I'm fucking ready. I'm gonna slumber sand this girl right when I get up here. Oh, let's blow his ass up. Oh my god. Go. Yo, what up, Jet? How's it going?
LMAO is right, Baglio, and I thank you for the help. This was probably what I'd consider to be my first truly sketchy quest. I mean, I'd done a few others that were harder, like the Thousand Needles escort quest up in that one area, and a handful of others. But if even one of the melee dudes had respawned downstairs while doing this solo, I probably would have gotten dazed and killed. Hillsbrad had finally been finished, and I made my way back to Kalimdor to turn in the last few Thousand Needles quests. I even got some badass run speed buff before leaving the zone. I didn't even know this shit existed, but goddamn was I fast. This actually ended up helping me out a lot. As I'm sure a lot of you know, the Shimmering Flats is mainly running around. No trees, no water, just collection quests, mobs, and salt flats. I mean, I think this place is a salt flat. Surprisingly, they haven't invented a monitor you can lick and taste what's in game yet. That day will come soon enough, and I will never leave Scarlet Monastery. By that point, I had done everything I could in the zone, besides a few bug-related quests that Rested XP had wanted me to do. I'll be honest, I didn't even know there were Silithid bug things in the Shimmering Flats. I don't even know if these things are Silithids. I don't know what that word means. I don't know the game's lore. I ain't no nerd. What I do know is that this quest sucks. It's really dangerous and it takes damn near forever. I farmed this one for so long I started to name the mobs. This one's Jerry. Apparently all of them have some form of a Bluetooth device that provides them with constant connectivity. So if you pull Jerry here, he usually calls this one, and sometimes you get Beetle Joe here. Beetle Joe kind of has antisocial tendencies though, so most of the time you don't need to really worry about him. Needless to say, I was going fucking insane. and after about an hour of this I had finished and logged off to get some sleep. The next night I began the next stage in my journey, Desolus. I actually really like this zone. Sure, pretty much the entire thing looks like shit visually, but the coastal region is nice. Unfortunately, I was questing within the ship part, and I was at the point where Rested XP wanted me to just grind mobs until I leveled. Cool. This one took a while, but I get why the guide chose this specific area, I guess. It's not like the mobs were objectively hard or anything. It was while grinding said mobs that I was approached by a troll priest.
Whoa.
Oh shit. The herb vendor. Howdy.
Greetings.
How it be going over here?
It's going alright.
Measly human, running right past us.
Yeah, he was a bitch for sure. This is my pet snake, Anthony.
Was a pleasure to encounter you, sir.
Be safe out there, adventurer.
Enjoyed the YouTube series.
Oh, thanks. That was nice.
After our meeting, Healington came into my Twitch chat and told me he'd be down to heal something sometime. This was awesome. I definitely feel better running shit with people whom I'm actually kind of know and trust, so new homies were always welcome. And speaking of friends, as I was finishing up the orc grind, I got a really shitty-ass message on Discord. My buddy Battlechant had lost his character. So basically, my friend group had lost our main tank. Over the course of the next couple of days, all of my European friend group followed suit. The Dungeon Bro squad was finished. Just like that. Those dungeon runs had been probably the most fun that I'd had on Hardcore World of Warcraft. This is when I realized something. It's not losing your own character that hurts the worst on Hardcore, it's losing your friends. This wasn't something that I was used to, and it definitely hardened me a little bit. I pretty much swore off dungeons at that point. After all, if I wasn't running them with Battlechant and the boys, what was the fucking point? At least if I wiped with the homies, I would have gone down knowing that I and my entire group did our best. With randoms, you just don't have that guarantee. And as much as you guys want to argue that it is super safe running dungeons on Hardcore, is it really? Finishing up Desolus was bad. The zone was already emptied and desolate looking, but the loss of everyone didn't help. The one thing that did help, however, was the fact that upon finishing the Kolkar quests, I had hit level 36. I was finally caught up to my last Shaman. The rest of Desolus was pretty boring. No close calls or anything, and weirdly not a single other person. I'm pleased to say that it was the exact opposite of my next zone of choice, Stranglethorn. I just really enjoy this place. You guys already know any place with a beach just gets me, and the trees are cool. I don't know, I just like it. And I also like the fact that Garzul was going to be joining me on my questing journey. First quest we'd be tackling was scarier than I had remembered. Technically, all we had to do was take a nice swim and grab some stone tablet. The only problem was the entire area is guarded by elite murlocs. As we were strategizing a plan of action, Garzul took the lead.
Okay, there's one right here. Should I go try to get it? Hold on. Garzul, be careful. You're plenty far away. If you look at the angle from my stream right now, dude, you're fine.
Tengo huevos de acero.
Oh, Jesus.
Toma, amigo. Tú puedes hacerlo.
Balls check.
The next portion of quests I was a bit nervous about as well. I mean, I feel like that's to be expected. I kinda died here. But this time I was with Garzul and his faithful Voidwalker Jizgorg.
This area sucks, dude. Look at that. That sucks right there.
Sí, herb vendor.
I don't even like being down here, dude. Honestly. Like, this is even making me fucking nervous. Let's see which way these two go. They just stay there. Huh.
Parecen amigos.
They do look very friendly. This area down here, I'm not comfortable with. It makes me nervous.
After a while, we ran into some other players who were thankfully down to join up.
Yo, combine groups.
I'm just collecting any classes.
Shrunken heads here.
I'll join.
Are we doing this? That's a fat pole. That's a fat pole. I don't know if we can do this. Sketchy pull. Tell him some herbs. I wish I could trade her. Oh, he's going in, dude. Fuck it. Go do it, dude. I got your back, bro. Easy, dude. We're getting them. We're trying to. I didn't chain Wind Fury weapon yet. I feel really bad, dude.
Es mucho peligroso.
There's like no way around. Oh, pull him back, dude. Jeez, that charge was he's a madman, dude. He is a mad man, bro. Oh, the charges make me so nervous, dude. This guy knows what he's doing, though. Alright, Garzul. I think we can dip out if you want to. The rest of these we can get from other trolls somewhere else. I'm thinking this warrior's probably on his way out. We're escorting him.
We'd done it, and goddamn does it feel great conquering what's killed you the last time. Honestly, it was pretty anticlimactic, but the simplicity of it all was refreshing. There were 3 of us, not just myself and Shobek throwing around vanishes. After our quest completion, Garzul logged out for the night and I sought to finish a few other quests. I was farming the tigers when I was approached by someone.
Oh my gosh, this guy scared me.
Herb,
Hello.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
You got some herb on you?
Unfortunately, no. These tigers ate it all.
What a messed up day in Azeroth.
Indeed it is, adventurer.
I saved a paladin from Bangalas and they didn't avenge last tank. So they regret it.
What an asshole.
That's what I'm saying. Can I trade you water?
No, I'll die. Thank you, though.
I won't forget this.
It definitely still sucked that I couldn't trade people outside of the guild. Honestly, though, I was kind of used to it at this point. It had felt like forever since I'd RP'd with someone giving me gold for normal in-game herbalism mats. Whatever. Garzul and I were level 39 now, and things were going really well. We were only 1 level off from that sweet, sweet mount. Well, I mean, technically 1 level and a shitload of gold, but who's counting? What was important at the moment was our first aid. I'd been neglecting the shit out of mine. I mean, I can technically heal myself, so it's not that big of a deal. But we found ourselves back in the Arathi Highlands to do the triage quest that you've got to do to raise the level past a certain point. I'm going to be honest, I didn't remember this quest at all. Nor did I have any idea how much of a struggle that stupid shit was going to be for me.
What now?
I could try to. It sounds dangerous, so... I gotta triage these little injured soldiers real quick for this quest.
Sure. Oh, the bandage.
Yeah. I gotta get 15 of them. Failed?
Ribs, bro.
Dude, I failed. That one died.
Bro.
What, did you see that? It was like failed, and then he faded away. Yeah, if I'm not doing this right, I'm gonna feel stupid. Look, this one might die. The good doctor. Yep, you're welcome, buddy.
Another one died.
Oh. You can't win them all.
You save 1,000 people, you're a good doctor. You mess up on one.
Sucks, dude. I failed it. What the hell is that? We getting parasocial.
Nice.
I was prepared. Or at least equipped with some healing other than my own class spells or whatever health pots I had found. And now that I was a trained medical professional, we made our way to the little pirate area.
This quest is called Land Ho.
Here there.
Oh, my quest log's full. Oh, no.
Shit, no. I think he's gonna walk in until he dies.
That poor gnome. We just sent him in there to die. He's like, cool. Brave adventures that will help me in battle. We're like, all right, he's going in the cave. Let's dip out.
After what had seemed like an eternity, we had finished. I'm not complaining or anything either. We got some great EXP within those quests. What I will complain about, though, is the journey that we were now going to have to undertake.
We are headed this way, amigo. Can you hear me?
Oh, my bad. Whoops.
It's all good.
I asked where are we going exactly. I forgot.
To a
Where are we
secret
headed?
locale. Well, no, I'm just following the arrow.
Just falling. Okay.
All right, we're going to go in this cave and do like the unstuck thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
All right, dude. I think we have arrived. So here, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Oh, there's a chest. See this mushroom right here that I'm jumping up onto?
Yes.
You're gonna go onto it. Oh, not both on it at the same time. I don't know if that works.
Okay.
And then you go into support. You go
What
to
is
stuck
this?
stuck character service. With some dark magic.
And indeed it was wizardry, or at least game exploitation. I think on paper it's actually a moral gray area, and I'm really not sure if anyone has ever technically been banned for this stuff, but I guess within certain caves or random areas you can like log out in specific places and basically be teleported to a graveyard. Sure, it saves time, but a few days prior, a person in my guild had done something similar and got randomly teleported to an Alliance graveyard and was instantly killed.
This was soothing.
Things just seemed sketchy at this point, so the next best bet felt like trying to procure a summon. The only issue with this was that I wouldn't be able to pay someone for it. I'm not allowed to trade outside of my guild. And I also wasn't down to ask Garzul to pay for us. So I figured I'd ask someone in the guild if they were down to help out. Much to my surprise, a dude named QQ has offered to summon us.
Dude, this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accounts.
That's wild.
All right, I asked if we could summon you too.
Oh, looks like I got. What the hell? Is this like a service or something? That's crazy.
All right, let's do this. That was a much easier way to do it, huh?
Yeah.
Big ups to QQ's. He saved us a shitload of time and I genuinely appreciate him being down to help us out. Garzul and I took to the hills to kill the lesser rock elementals for their shards. I'd expressed how much it sucks to fight elementals as a shaman again, but I'm pretty sure I have PTSD from that shit and I don't want to relive it anymore. While we were killing the elementals though, one of my viewers whispered me about getting a summon as well. I felt kinda bad that it was too late to get QQ's to help out again. Luckily, Garzul is a warlock though.
Oh wait, me and Garzul. Dude.
What? If you're talking.
Can
I
we
can't
summon
hear
my
you.
homie? I'm sorry. Can we summon someone?
Yeah, sure.
Do we need 3 people or can we do it?
Oh, I think we need one more.
Oh shit.
You can ask someone on the side.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anyone.
Now we start charging for summons.
Dude, I've been tipped like gold for summons.
Oh hell yeah. There's probably someone over here. Mind helping my lock buddy and I summon another friend? He's like, fuck off. No. How about you? Alright, this is proving harder than I thought it would be. It's very easy to click a portal.
Oh. Making a group. Can each you in your FT just leave it?
We just need a third click on the summon. Is that something that can happen? I'd appreciate it. Level 57. Not like to be mean, but... It'll take like 2 seconds. Greetings, Kerwell. Can you please help us summon?
Oh, cool. All right.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
The rest of the night went pretty well. We finished the elemental shards, I grinded out all the collection quests, I even did that one Trog quest. What was cooler than completing any quest chain, though, was the fact that I was about to hit a pretty significant level.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hi, how are you?
Yo. Big.
I felt pretty good. I really didn't expect to make it past level 20 here on hardcore, and here I was sitting at 40, ready to get my first mount. There was still one problem, though. I was broke as shit.
Next time on Herb Vendor.